Hello, guys. Thanks for being here for the last live dev of B.I.O.T.A. No, let's say the last one before the launch, because the first part of the journey is done and B.I.O.T.A is gonna to be released on April 12th. So sign the date. And here with me, as always, there's Digger. Thanks, Digger, for being here, taking care of all the technical aspects and being my director. Since it's the last stream before the release, I wanna show you all the last improvements that are mainly that mainly regards all the quality of life feature that lacks on the demo of the game. So I wanna do a little overview of all the new features that we have included in the game in the last months and 1 or 2 months probably. And then I wanna go a straightforward gameplay, starting from where I left the other time, so from the 4th zone in the reactor. Okay, we can go full screen with the game, so I don't wanna waste any time.
Okay, you got the game?
Okay, thanks. And today I got my cellular phone here, so I can be more ready to respond to any question from the audience. So. Okay. Buongiorno, Yellow Crusher. As you can see, I can. This is the proof that I can follow the question from the audience real time. Okay. As I said, all the most of the new features that we feel good to introduce into the game regards what they call quality of life that really lacks in the demo. Like, for example, split the. Now we have 2 different volumes splitting. That is kind of take it for granted for a lot of game, but it's not so easy to implement, especially when you are the only developer taking care of all the technical aspects of the game. So also one of the things that I'm most proud of is that if you play the game, if you play the demo, the game, now you can see there's only English there's only language you can choose. But in the last 2 or 3 months, we were able to add not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 9 languages. And this is something amazing because it has been a real effort on both sides, both publishing and both development. But yeah, I'm really happy we were able to add all these languages. For the German friends, as you can see, I can select the Deutsch, but right now it's the last language that we have to implement. So I can select it, but I can select I don't know why my pad is disconnected now. I was saying you can select it Deutsch, but it's not ready. You can only see for now the prompts and the menu voices. So let's return to and this is the last language that we have to implement, but 99% will be ready for the release, so don't worry. Let's return to English. I don't know why my
low battery.
No, it's on, but for some reason it's disconnected. Digger, I can restart the game, so I can eventually make it works. because now I want to start gameplay, but
Okay.
it's a little tricky if I...
Okay, let's do this.
Okay. Okay, it's on. Okay. Yeah, it was my Windows went out of focus, so for some reason I had to refocus the window. Okay, so let's check another, because it happens when I start. Oh no, it was just a coincidence because it just happened when I swap the language, but no, it was just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence.
Yeah. Okay, so let's skip to the gameplay. As I said, I want to restart. I didn't have much time reaching that point, so you will see me cheat a lot during this gameplay, but not a big deal because it's not the matter. I wanna restart from the fourth level. So let's go to the fourth one. Okay. If you remember, I had defeated the first boss. Let me adjust the volume of the S effects because are very loud. If you remember, I needed a robot to go through this gate, and to do this, I have to go in the second layer, in the second level. Don't pay attention to my cheating.
No, also anything?
Sorry?
I have a question for you, since this is the... soon there will be a release of the game. How are you preparing yourself for the first day?
I'm not sure. Probably doing nothing. Actually, there are a lot of issues, little issues, showing each day starting that has started probably, I don't know, 3-4 days ago, and every day we got a new one, a new issues, and then a new issue, and I try to solve it on the go. So I just wonder which kind of problem or bugs will came up tomorrow, and then the day after tomorrow. So I hope we are done with the bug fixing, but yeah, it's kind of stressing because it's about a week that I have to, that I say, okay, I've only the credits list to do left, but then every day a new issues presents, and then a new one, and it's kind of exhausting. So I hope that I finally done with all this stuff. And to respond to the question, I really don't know. Probably try to not to stress too much from here to the April 12th.
So
okay.
Basically bug fixing and trying not to stress out.
Yeah, in short, we can say it's okay. I can buy the robot and then continue to proper game. Now I bought the robot, so I can return to the base, switch like, for example, this one is something that is not good because the enemy is placed too under this opening, so just after this stream, I will go and change the position of that enemy. Okay. And also I forgot to take the teleport. Now I'm okay. Okay, this one is the characters I've just bought. That is slightly above the average power of all the other characters, but it's okay because you are going to take this at 1/3 of the game, so it's kind of okay if it's a little overpowered. But the most important stuff is that I need this character to pass that point. So at least once I have to use this. Okay, let's say this NPC is going to tell you good luck and stuff. And now starts the reactor run. It's a shame that I'm not having the real music because I had to turn all the volume all down because otherwise it would be too loud in my ears and I couldn't hear anything like what Digger said or even what I've said. But my music guy really nailed with the track this part because it's really upsetting and really fast passing music. So if you will have the game, you can see, you can hear by yourself. Okay, let's start. As you can see, I have the timer in the upper right corner. That is the timer that that is the time that I have to reach the switch, because now I have to switch off the reactor since it's overheating and save the asteroid. It's let's say something like a sub quest during the game. I have to hurry. All these guards, the best way to pass the guards is to shot them so they pull up the shields, and then you can easily jump, or if you wanna, you can use the rocket launcher to... I'm quite dead. I hope to find some healing points somewhere, because I only have one HP. Like the last famous word. Okay, don't worry, I can do this stuff because I forgot to heal myself. I started this.
Can you turn on the God mode as a developer?
Yes, but I don't want. One important stuff. We decided to let some of the cheats active, even for the users. Mm-hmm. But we are not gonna tell you
which one.
Which one, and let's say the code, mm-hmm. Or at least at the beginning we want to keep them quite secret, and then we can see if to share to the public or not. But yeah, because this kind of cheat is something that is very old school kind of stuff. So we decided to keep in the game, but to not make the stuff too easy. We decide to keep that, but let's share little by little, maybe. Or
Age of Empires is doing similar thing.
I remember.
They basically release DLC or patch. I don't know what it is specifically, but with this patch, they attach a new cheat code that do something OP in game. And if you are playing the game and earning experience, etc., at some level, you unlock this cheat code and you are able to use this on your Steam account. So I think it's getting more common to unlock cheat codes in the game world.
Okay, let's try again. No, this time I wanna to be focused. No, but the previous time I just forgot to heal myself, so I started this point with only 3 HP. So yeah, you have to use a little, let's say, strategy or stuff. So you have to enter in the mood when you enter the headquarters, you have to heal and stuff. And so when you find an elevator, it's better to return for a while into headquarters and maybe change the character and heal.
I don't want to interrupt you since this is one try, and if you will fail, you will have to start from the beginning. So I'm just silent.
Okay, if I fail another one, once again, I'll use the cheats to reach the 5th. No, but I think that somewhere there is some. Here we go.
Oh yeah, we're good.
The good thing about this character is that you can shoot the rockets even when you are climbing the walls. Yeah, I think I'm almost. Okay, this one is the most difficult point because I have to hurry. Just some time. Okay.
Nice.
I'm here.
You got this.
I wanna let you hear the countdown when you are at 10, 9, 7, 6, etc. So
you have to increase the volume of the music.
I haven't the time, so anyway, trust me, there is an alarm that starts when the time go below 10 seconds, so you can be aware that you are running out of time. Okay, he said nuclear reactor shut down, radiation level is decreasing. So from this point, you can, for example, you can exit and enter with another character, because the first run you have to use this character. After turning off the reactor, you can continue using the robot, or you can even return to the base and return here and explore all the other areas that you are not you haven't explored yet. For now, I think I'll keep this one just to go faster.
I assume that you will be after the release working to patch the game because probably there will be some bugs. You will be constantly working on the patches.
Yes, yeah, we will work on patches and also on we already have some ideas about additional contents.
Like DLC
Like
or just
no, just contents on in the game.
so the patch
Already in the game.
including
Yeah,
the
yeah,
patches.
patch. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And I was going to ask, how fast are you planning to release those patches?
I'm dead. And the worst part is that I forgot to save.
Oh no.
I think I'll place an automatic save when I switch off
The reactor?
the reactor, because I can save once I switch off the reactor, but it could happen that you can forgot to do this. So yeah, I will place probably an autosave right after right after the point when you switch off the reactor. So let's cheat and go to the 5th level, that is the nastiest and probably the most difficult level, that is the command tower. Just to
No one saw anything.
Sorry?
No one saw anything. We get here with our skill.
I said that we are going to keep the cheats in game, but probably not the cheats to skip level, because
Yeah, that's a way too OP.
yeah, otherwise it could mess with the game flux. So the game is studied to proceed in a certain order. So having the
If you not
having
fulfill
the
some conditions, the
yeah,
results could-
exactly.
yeah.
It could be a mess. So probably the not probably 99% of the cheats to the cheat for skipping the level will be turned off for user. Sorry, guys.
I think the most important is God mode, I guess. This is the most
Yeah, like
OP.
infinite life, infinite money, refill the ammos and stuff.
This is the most important because why do you want I know play a game and skip to the last level? That's like, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
I get that someone would like to, you know, be immortal and finish the game to know the game, but
Yeah.
but play the game to just play one last level, that's odd.
Yeah, let's say that skip level cheats are more for developer, not wasting too much time. But yeah, for a user, what's the point exactly? So this is the command tower, and probably, yeah, as I said, is the trickiest level because it's
There is one
very
exception. I believe the player would like to have a skip level code because the game have a bug that do not allow you to finish the
yeah,
level.
sure.
That's the one exception. But we hope that there will be no bugs that will prevent you from finishing the game. So
Yeah, hopefully. These enemies are ridiculous. because
What is the story in this location? The last location was just a speedrun to turn off the reactor.
there wasn't really a story, a sub story linked to each zone. Only in the let's say only in the fourth one is the reactor run that has
maybe not story, but what's the point? Where do we?
This is the common tower.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you have to collect all the as much specimen. I don't really know how to pronounce that word. Specimens.
Specimens.
So you have to reach all the locked zone into the game and try to find all the specimen you can. So the point of the game is this one. But yeah, we don't really have any kind of story link to each level, only in the fourth one. And you can guess, this is the common tower, so probably is the part where all the communication and between the workers and the chiefs of the mining company happening. But yeah, let's say there's no a real story behind any level.
And there's a question in the chat. Onyx is asking, is there a code that will give me ability to fly?
Give me a second because I know
You died.
Okay,
I'll give you more seconds.
Yes, I did it on purpose so I can read the chat. No, sorry, I didn't know that because it would be too tricky to
implement.
To implement, yeah. So no flying mode, sorry. I can think about.
I guess basically only the codes that are used in development process.
Neither, because it could bring more bugs than others. So
obviously excluding those that will give bugs. For example, God mode is in development process, and this one will be probably included at some point. Beryl is also asking something. I always wanted to ask this. Sorry if you already answered this. But what does the Japanese Chinese letter stand for?
This is a common question, but I'm glad to respond. It's just while I was thinking about the name B.I.O.T.A or B.I.O.T.A, it sounds to me really like a Japanese word, even if it's not a Japanese word at all. Actually, I discovered that B.I.O.T.A is a town in Spain, apart from being technical terms in biology. But actually, when I think about the name, how can I say? My brain works on two binaries. First is the sounding that is the sounding like a Japanese word for me. For Italians, sound a little more a Japanese word. On the other hand, I want to give let's say how can I say, to feature that old school game from the early 90s or late 80s, especially Game Boy or Game Gear games or arcade games that have the name both in English and in Japanese. So it's for an historical reason to recall that period when some games had the title split into one part in Japanese and one part in English. The first game that I can remember that used this trick is Ikaruga, probably. And I remember that I had for Game Gear a game that is the game for the Doraemon game that has the English game and then the subtitle in Japanese. So this is the reason why I decided to go with this fancy style for the title.
Well, I have to
I'm
say
not satisfied.
that's complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why
Yeah.
I don't have the chat. I have to tap to reload the new.
On your phone, you mean?
Yeah, on my phone. It doesn't refresh in auto mode, so I don't know why. Anyway, sometimes I if you see me tapping on the left side of the screen, is because I was refreshing the Twitch chat. But I almost forgot to show some new palette. Let's see what I hear. Okay, let me cheat again, because I implemented a lot of new palettes. Let's see if the cheat works. Yeah.
So we got the leak, guys. There is a cheat code that unlock the palettes.
Yeah. I don't know if I. Yeah, probably. But I say you a secret, guy. If you are a little into mods and stuff, you can easily fake the number of palettes you actually have by entering the save games and just changing a parameter. Because now in the dictionary you have a key registered that say how many palettes have you unlocked based on how many specimens you have collected. It's very easy to tweak that number, so probably I'm gonna drop even the cheat to unlock the palette, because it's about easy to enter the saving state and changing the number of palettes you have unlocked. So this one is probably one of my favorite palette and one of the last I've implemented.
Berdol is asking what specifically those.
The letters in the title are the exact translation of B.I.O.T.A in Japanese. So it's
B.I.O.T.A.
basically the same. Yeah, the same. It's not B.I.O.T.A is another word, but it means B.I.O.T.A. It's not the transliteration of B.I.O.T.A. It's the translation.
Okay.
So let's say it's the title translated into Japanese, and
something that Google will spit out if you write something.
yeah, but we checked it. That is correct. So yeah, we are kind of safe.
Okay.
Yeah, another one. Let's see which palette I can unlock now. Oh, this one is harsh. And now I can give you an advice for the for the palette that is so harsh, like this one, like Jupiter. You can try add the CRT level that do a completely different. It's something like having a sub palette. Yeah. Yeah. And also you can play with lo-fi and hi-fi. So you can, if you can see, hi-fi and lo-fi really performs well when
I like this one.
When you fit. So Actually, I added color rendering option for let's say performance reason. If, for example, if your computer doesn't have a dedicated graphic card, or if it's let's say an old computer, it's probably better to go with lo-fi. But actually, even if your computer is very powerful and new, and you have an NVIDIA game card, you can you can just play with lo-fi and hi-fi, because it's actually a third parameter to customize your visual. It's not a matter of performance, it's just a matter of adding a new parameter on the visual. For example, let me show my favorite settings. That is the CGA mode, this one. But as you can see, it's a little too harsh in hi-fi mode, even with the CRT level turned on. So I don't know if you can see in the
It's visible. It's visible.
Yeah, as you can see, the lo-fi rendering mode tends to smoother the harshness of some palettes. So really, the color rendering that was born to give the player with not a supercomputer or with low computers being able to play the game, actually has become a third parameter to adjust the visual. For example, this one is probably my favorite settings with this palette, low-fi color rendering, and level 1 CRT level. CRT level 2 is probably too much for me. But probably I wanna turn off the CRT for the streaming, because it could create some strange pattern, because the CRT is based on my resolution, my screen resolution, that could be different to the resolution of the window in Twitch, so it can create some strange pattern on the screen. So for streaming, it's better to turn the CRT level off. So
that's a good tip for streamers. If you see any streamer playing this game, you can tell him how to set the settings.
Yeah, in fact, we did 8-bit memories. Chris did a stream for GOG the last 2 weeks ago, if I'm not wrong. And in fact, he said the same. He said, I like the CRT, but for now I turned it off because of this reason. So, yeah.
Is it a bug or is it a feature?
No, it's not really a bug. Let's say the number of scan lines that I have on my screen are grabbed based on my screen resolution, that is 1080p. So I got a number of scan lines that are, let's say, optimal for my screen resolution. If I grab with OBS or any other program that grab the screen and place the exact visual and put into another windows that have another resolution, like on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, could create let's say some glitches, because the numbers of scan lines get compressed because it's based on the screen resolution. So it could work only if the screen in the streaming has the same resolution of my screen. It's a little complicated to explain, but I hope you have understood what
I think so. If someone would like to use this function, probably will be able to do this if he is streaming with the same resolution as his screen. correct?
Yeah, but it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not gonna explode everything. It just can create some little pattern on the screen, like maybe the most common is
This
to
level was
have
hard. That was easy for you.
yeah.
Just like how to how to finish this level? I think jump, 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 jump. Okay, next.
Yeah, I said that it was the nastiest.
Sorry, I
These
interrupted something.
yeah, these enemies are absolutely ridiculous. I was saying because it's one of the last enemy that I implemented into the game, and I was so exhausted trying to think about new monster and new creatures, and then came out with this strange jelly bean creature with eyes. And this every time I see, I think about what the hell I had in mind when I designed this stuff. It's something like a pig without bones. Maybe it's time to save. Let's okay. Remember to save frequently, guys. Don't do like me. As you can see. Oh.
I always, if I see the level like this, I always wonder, should I like wait at the beginning and do like in those films like superhero is just going with one round through all the traps, or should I just one by one skip them? Usually, it's the best solution is one by one, but yeah, the ambitions
probably.
sometimes have the upper hand, and I die.
Another speedman, another threat. Let me check. Peter, oh, this one is nice.
Onyx is asking, what does this jelly enemy do?
Those one is similar to the mutants in the first level, but they are more reactive, so you have less time to avoid the spitting. So just patrol the area, and then if you enter in their line of sight, they turn towards you and speak to you. Just stand up and speak to you, and you have to dodge the bullet. Oh, what happened? I'm struggling. Go. Here we go. Yeah, this level is absolutely platforming. I think I'm gonna save the game. I'm almost at the top, because the goal here is to reach the top of the tower. For this level, I took a lot of inspiration. Yeah, they are two different games, but for this level, I took a lot of inspiration from Celeste.
Oh.
Here we go again.
I've noticed that when you're on the platform that is moving, you're not inherit the velocity from the platform itself.
Sorry?
You do not get the speed when you move with the platform. You have your own speed.
Yeah. Oh no.
Focus. Nice.
Yeah.
One more.
Let's say I have already saved, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, very good.
A fun fact. Some times ago, this this point was probably 10 times harder because the pattern that the shockwave follows left you very split second to react and pass through the other. But then I said, no, okay, it's too much. It's too much even for an old school game. So I decided to go on the easy side because to me the game is not me. It has to be, let's say, a little hard, but it doesn't have to be frustrating. Even this platform here, in the first draft, we're moving way faster, and then I decided to lead the player because there are a lot of hard points in that game, so there's no need to overstuff, especially in this level. There's no need to overstuff the game with points that are too frustrating for the player. That's okay. And this is the boss of the tower, or I have to say the mini boss, because there is a surprise, but I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, I have to destroy the shield and then talk to it while he's recharging.
Can you out DPS him? Or he's just getting shield again at 50% HP? Okay, just kill him.
Sorry, I was too focused.
Kill him.
Even with the boss fights are quite challenging, but it's not so long. As you can see, it took me about a couple of minutes to shoot him down. So yeah, I don't want to. I didn't want to push too much in that direction when you have to repeat the boss 20 times and stuff. I just want to create a challenging game for the player, but not frustrating because nowadays there are a lot of games that players have and can play. Probably me and everyone has a lot of game in their library that wants to play that have bought but haven't played yet. So there's no need to artificially inflate the longevity of a game by adding impossible points and frustrating points that you have to repeat 20-30 times to be achieved. Okay, as you can see, I'm at the top of the tower here. I skipped some of the room here, but it's not a big deal because they are optional. And This is the real boss of the game, of the level. The previous one is only an appetizer. For this one, you have to learn the pattern, like jumps, bombs, jumps, and you have to take the rhythm, because once you take the rhythm, it's quite easy to avoid the shockwave he throw when he land, and also you have to take the rhythm with the laser. No.
Oh.
Oops. Okay, this one is a little trickier.
Oh, what?
We died together.
Oh no!
Let's see. This is a strange happening, because I wanna see what happens when.
That was intentional. We are testing.
It wasn't intentional, but yeah, the game performs like it has to be, because.
So we didn't kill the boss in the end.
Let's see.
No. That was fast.
Yeah. Check one thing. For example, I don't know if you guys like Gears of War series, but the other night I was playing Gears 5. I'm a big fan about anyway. I was playing Gears 5, and I was at the Berserker boss in the ice, on the ice, and I didn't know how many times I had to replay that boss. Probably it took me two or three nights to pass through, and I was about to.
Oh.
And I was about to launch my pad on the TV screen, because I was so frustrated. And yeah, and even if I really like Gears and all the Gears saga, I would say no, it's too much.
I had a similar experience with Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, I haven't played the Dark Souls, but probably it's not the game for me, because yeah.
Actually,
probably, yeah.
I think Dark Souls or Elden Ring, that is right now, that was released recently, is for everyone, because there is simple way of finishing the game. You scale almost infinitely. So at some point, at the first game playthrough, I mean, at some point you can kill everyone on 2 hits, even though it's the strongest bosses. It just take you time to grind experience. So it's not like it's too hard or too demanding in case of skill. It just requires you more hours to play. If you want to challenge, you can go for the last boss with level 1 or something, probably. But it's absolutely up to you. I don't think in platform games, like for example, this is achievable, I would say, because platform game tends to create levels, right? Not develop. Like
even if
characters.
it's an open world, as you can see, it's structured like like a bunch of levels. Then you cannot enter in quite any order, but let's say it's in short, it's a bunch of levels. So
So then this is not as you said, the world is not freely accessible from every point of the game. It's just you get the last boss when you reach the last boss. This is the story. So it's not possible to just make specific boss. For example, he will be 2 times stronger than the last boss because the character can scale. No, the character cannot scale because you are at the last boss at certain point, and your character have specific amount of damage, etc., etc. So I don't think it's possible at this point. But yeah.
In the meanwhile, I completed the tower, so I can go and play in the mech part. What time is it? It's 8. Yeah. Okay, I wanna really show you badly the mech part, so I'm gonna head to the headquarters and let's head to the headquarters. I wanna change the palette because I'm done of this. Not this one, no, it's too harsh. I like this one. And for the mech, I need the fuel tank that is in the first level. Actually, in the real game, you cannot perform the tower before the mech part. just to make you aware of this. But in this gameplay, everything could happen. So. And then I want to show you a new feature that I wanted to add to the map. Give me a second. I have to reach one point.
You mentioned to me about life improvement before the stream.
Do you remember with the female character Jade that you have the ability to
heal yourself?
Yeah, that is a paradox because the more the med kit you can, the more ammo you can take, the more med kit you can prepare. I try to have a solution. So now, when you are using that character, you are not able to. The enemies are not spawning ammos. So the only ammos you can take are the ones fixed in the boxes that are not repeatable. So they are counted. And also I decreased the number of healing points that can heal. Before I think that were 3 healing points, now it's only 1. So yeah, it's a little more balanced.
Okay. Well, B.I.T.A mentioned this loophole. I could keep it for myself.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No, but I think it would haven't been funny to have a player, a character that can heal again and again. So good. As you can see, I've added this markers on the map. This circular mark that indicates the key items you have to buy to proceed into the game. So you don't have to remember where to buy, for example, the robot, where to buy the key, where to buy the fuel tank. So for example, now I'm here and I can see that I can buy the fuel tank that I need for for the Mac.
Is it changing back to the normal? Yeah, it's changing. Okay, nice. So you know if you already obtained that item.
Yeah, exactly. Once you
nice.
bought it, the marker disappears. So
that's quality of life improvement.
Yeah. I had this idea while watching the Memories in 8-bit stream that he did really well the gameplay, but then struggled a little bit, try to remember where he has to in which shop he has to
find specific item.
buy. Yeah, so I had this idea, why don't add to the map some markers that at least for the key items, and it has been quite easy to do because it's not
this is so this topic about memorizing game, finding clues, etc. It's not really set in stone, I would say. Some people like finding items and memorizing stuff, but the majority, I would say, they prefer just indication. Go there, let's go here.
Probably the very hardcore old school player really like to struggle a little bit, try to remember, but yeah, the majority of the new players probably would like this new feature.
Yeah, I agree. I myself, I'm not like the newest to the games, I would say, but it just save some time. I like saving time, so getting indication in the game helps a lot in doing this. I like it.
Yeah, and it's linked to what I've said before. Now we got probably 10 times the games we had in the 90s to play, and so if a developer can make the life easier to a player, why not? Just to saving time and use that time to play another game.
What do you mean another game? I will create the DLC, or I will create this second part of the game.
I wanna save. I cannot save now because there is the Steam tubes. I think that I have to go the other way. I always forgot to save the game.
I guess collecting the resources is just a habit because you have 2000.
Yeah, in fact, it's the same that I was thinking, why I'm collecting money since I already have the max. Okay, here we go. And now I can use the Mac bar. This is a part that I wanted to include to just relieve the stress, because you have just to go straight, pay attention to enemies, of course, but you are absolutely overpowered, and it's just a fun part to destroy everything you encounter on your path.
I remember a similar thing in oh my god, how the game was called? Oddworld, Abe, I think Exodus. That was. When you
I
were
played that game, but I not remember right now.
Where there were actually two situations like this. One, when you were progressing with the storyline, you got the powers of the scorpions and spiders. I don't know how they were called originally, but combined, you were able to enter the state of, I don't know, some god or something, and you were able to kill everything on site. And the second part in the game where you were able to do exactly the same thing was when you entered the machine or something that was able to just roll over all the enemies. So you enter this machine and just go forward, and everything goes exploding, dying, and it just, when you were skipping everything. That was cool thing as well. This is exactly the same situation.
I played that game and I really loved it. But then I remember that I quit in a point when you have to escape from the dogs and go. You have to run and run straight.
There were many
I tried that point probably 100 times and didn't. Probably I was missing something, because probably there is some tricks to do, but I really. It's a shame, because I really love that game. Probably one of my favorite game ever, even though I wasn't able to finish it. I wanted to retrieve it some time when I have some time, because probably one of my best favorite game ever.
Yeah, same. When I was a kid, I was playing this game a lot of times. I actually got this game on birthday, I think. I think this was my first platformer game, or second. Either way, this was first game I was able to finish from the beginning to the end. And
so you did it.
Yeah, I did it. Well, there were a few parts.
And also, it's very.
There was Odyssey.
Oh no! My battery pack.
Yeah. No, you're dying. Okay.
I have to use the. I have to. No, I'm not so used to use the
keyboard. Yeah.
The key. But in fact, I don't know how people can play platforming game with the keyboards. It's like a torture to me, because
I'm playing on keyboard. I don't know. I'm just used to.
But probably the only game that I played, the only platforming game that I played on keyboard is exactly Abe's Exodus, but because at the time I haven't had the pad for the PC. I only have the joystick for playing the aircraft and
to be honest, I still don't have a pad, so I'm not even able.
No.
I have a keyboard. I don't need the pad. My friends are laughing at me.
No.
I'm
the pad team here, but I know I haven't shown you one of the most important stuff that I implemented in the while. Good that we were talking about keyboard and but because in the demo, apart from the languages that is on English and other stuff, you weren't able to change the control layout. Now I've implemented 4 presets for a pad that of course is the most sensible and most logical. It's just all the combination between fire, jump, and back, and then the special weapon. And of course, I've implemented that probably is the most important stuff. I've implemented 6 preset for players that use the keyboards. This one is dedicated only for the players that use WASD. Because as you can see, you can use H, J, and K for the fire, jump, and bomb. So it's perfect for the user that use WASD, because they can keep the hands in the same height and play like an arcade stick. And also I've implemented this one that is suitable for both WASD and the arrows, that has the fire on alt and the jump on the bar. And this one, the first one is similar, but use the VBNM for the VBN for the bombs and fire and the jump. With
that one is probably for me.
Yeah, and in fact, it's the first one that I implemented at the time when I wasn't sure if I could have been able to add some preset. But then I said, okay, let's do some others.
Wouldn't it be easier to just give a player an option to rebind?
Rebind is really a pain to do. Just to players really nowadays take for granted to have rebinding, but it's really a pain, because just to give you an idea, when I was working in a big company, when we do racing game and stuff, we had a programmer that was on key binding, only on key binding for 2 from 3 months.
Oh my god.
So guys, don't take anything for granted.
I didn't know that it takes so much time to program.
Because key binding is a pain in the A, believe me. And yeah, I could have made this, or I could have took that 4 months to do key binding and use them for other more useful stuff, because it's a platforming. You are using 3 buttons that is always the same. So I think key binding is this kind of game is a little too overwhelmed. It's an overkill. So yeah, let's take that time and use for make the game better and not waste for key binding. I can understand if we are talking about an RPG or a strategy game, when you have a lot of shortcuts to do and program. In that case, I'm agree. But in a platforming, when you have to use 3 buttons, I think that key binding is absolutely an overkill, and not it's an overkill. It could have means spending 4 months or so doing only that feature that would have been used for a more just to make the game.
We get the game earlier thanks to presets, guys.
Yeah. But anyway, this feature is something I really wanted to show you, because I think even without key binding, I covered probably 95% of all the needs of player. I also added the 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 AZERT keyboard, because I don't know if you guys know that in France probably a lot of French friends don't use QWERT keyboard, but AZERT keyboard. So I added some preset even for that keyboard layout. So I think I covered more than 90% of the needs of all the players. Of course, guys, if you wanna drop the bomb or jump using F9, sorry guys, but I can't help you. But for all the other people, I think I covered all the needed. Okay.
Yeah, Onyx is saying that he likes your improvements for the players.
Thanks, Onyx. Thanks. I need to stay focused because as I said, for me, playing with the keyboard is a really struggle.
Your party's out of battery or what?
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
It's absolutely dead. As you can see, I can try to. Yeah, now I restart the controller, but probably.
Yeah, there's like leftovers of the battery.
Yeah, it will last. No, I can try to move the batteries a little. The tricks from the 90s.
Yeah.
Let's see. Probably they will last 10 seconds longer.
The young ones do not remember this one.
Yeah, no. The funny thing is that I had prepared new batteries because I got the rechargeable batteries that is very useful. The double A rechargeable. So once they run out of battery, I can just replace them without having to wait with the battery pack plugged. But for some reason yesterday I took the battery I prepared here and placed in another place, so I can reach them. I can't reach them right now. I think it's the last elevator run, and then there is the last corridor, and then let's see if I can succeed this part, and then we can quit the game because I don't want to show you too much. Okay, this part you have to run because you have this mega laser behind you that try to chase you, so you have to hurry and not waste time. Let's see if I can do in one shot, because usually when I try to do this run, it's never happened that I can succeed at the first time, but I'm doing quite well right now, so hopefully I can do this. I'm surprised by myself because I never do. No. Probably I am at 2/3 of the run. Let's see. No.
No!
Battery.
Oh my god.
Battery.
You want to kill me?
I'm so proud of
Have
the. Okay, I did it.
Nice.
Yeah. And here, there is the zone number 6. I'm gonna show you. Yeah. All this part is the the snake here is the map part, and then you land here with in the totally new area. So I think we can end the stream here.
Okay.
In this part, the
main screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Where was it? Okay.
In this part, there's
big now.
some. I'm big. No game shown.
Okay, I can show it again.
No.
You want to end?
No,
Okay,
I just wanted to share the feature of this level.
Okay.
That is the skidding. How to say? The skid floor. That is this slime here that gives you some trouble, as you can see, while I'm releasing the arrows. The character continue to skid on the slime. So
like on the ice.
yeah, this is the main feature of this part of the game. So
it's not honey.
I just want.
Because honey is sticky. Something opposed.
No, it's not honey exactly. It's more like slime or slime.
It's just with this palette that it looks like honey.
Yeah, let's try it with another.
Are we going to show this level? I know.
Sorry.
Are we going to show this level?
No.
Okay.
I just want to say the slime stuff, and then we can.
Okay, it's more appropriate. Okay.
Now it's more. Yeah, it's. I like this palette as well. All the new bunch of palette I placed in the last 3 or 4 weeks are all super cool. I really like. It's a shame that are the palette you are going to unlock after a certain point. But if you remember, there is if you are into mod and stuff, you can easily correct and fake the number of palette you have unlocked, just entering the saving folder and change the value. Okay, I don't know if I'm big or still in the.
I can put you on big screen.
But we can stay right here because I don't want to show my ugly face to people.
Okay, from this one. Okay.
Okay, guys. I've shown you a lot of more some new levels. Probably something that I never shown in any of the previous stream. as I said, this is the last game that before the release, not the last in general, the last before the release that will happen on April 12th. So sign the date. There is also if you're interested in the game, there is a big deal on GOG. If you have Yanoshi game from Onyx in your library, that is a free game, a fantastic game, you can have a 15% discount on pre-order on B.I.O.T.A. So to me, it's a win-win situation because you can play Yanoshi, that is a super great game, for free, and then have a 15% discount on B.I.O.T.A. So
That's big.
there's no downside on this offer, really.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, just take a look, and let's see on April 12 and see what happens. Thank you, guys. Thank Digger.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a nice evening.
Bye bye.